Well, what up, everybody, and good morning. My wife and I are here on the Norwegian Jewel, and this is the second day, and we're out in the ocean. Look at that. That is beautiful. And what's even more beautiful is my wife. Gonna head on over to the Haven Courtyard, have some breakfast there, see what they've got, and then we're gonna head down to the Garden Cafe, I think it's called. It's the buffet here on the Norwegian Jewel. See what they've got for breakfast. Try a little bit from both the Haven Courtyard and the buffet. And then I'll be right back with all of you shortly.
As you can see, I got a plate full of fresh fruit here, and then I also have a plate with some roasted potatoes, some bacon, and a cheese omelet. I'm having this breakfast on the Haven Courtyard. And then here is some fresh pastries, like a muffin. It was a bran muffin and a croissant. And I've got to say, this coffee was delicious. It was very rich coffee. And I had it just plain black with just a little bit of sweetener. I got to say, this was like my first time, my wife and I's first time ever staying in the Haven. And it was absolutely amazing and beautiful. And they say that once when you experience the Haven, you always end up coming back. And my wife and I, the next time we go on a cruise, especially the Norwegian, we plan on going back in the Haven. And this courtyard was just beautiful. It had a pool, it had a hot tub, it had all these tables. It had this other section where you could get like coffee and little pastries and whatnot during in the morning. Then they had all these like little snacks and stuff during the afternoon. This breakfast here was amazing. The way that you get it, there's a wonderful gentleman that works in the courtyard, and you could just tell him what you want and he gets it for you. Now right here, a piece of watermelon, and I gotta say, this watermelon was delicious and juicy, and it was just so fresh. And I mean, just look at how red it is. I mean, just tells you it was fresh watermelon. And then here is some blueberries, and those are also very good and delicious. And so is the kiwi. The kiwi is just, it was so fresh and delicious. Right here was some cantaloupe, and even this cantaloupe was good, and it was delicious as well. And of course, they also had some strawberries that were like diced up into like little pieces, but even the strawberry was just so fresh and delicious. And then there's a piece of orange, and I mean, even the orange was so fresh and nice. It wasn't like anything that we get in the stores or anything. And then that pineapple, that pineapple was so sweet, so delicious, so juicy. I mean, again, for fruit that was on the cruise, it was so fresh. That's some honeydew, and that honeydew was really good too. Again, fresh, delicious. Then right here is some paella, and this paella was also so sweet and juicy and delicious. It was such fresh paella. And that right there is dragon fruit, and dragon fruit doesn't really have a taste per se, and it's definitely not red like you get in vitamin water and stuff, but it is delicious. It's definitely unique and an acquired taste. Doesn't really have any flavor, but it's very good for you. All of that fruit was very good, very delicious, so fresh. Right here is a croissant, and I remember just with that first bite, the sweetness, and I mean, it was like when you get it fresh from a bakery from like around here. If you're from like the South Coast area, southeastern part of Mass, you know, like say between Florida and New Bedford, there's a lot of good bakeries that make really good fresh croissants. And this one is just as good as from some of these bakeries. Again, flaky, fluffy, sweet, delicious. And then right here was a muffin. I wasn't sure at first really what kind of muffin, I opened it up and ate it. But as you can see right there, it has some like oats on top, baked on top. And I remember when I first bit into it, I realized it was kind of like a nice, delicious bran muffin, again, with like some oats baked on top of it. And it was just so delicious, so fresh. Again, they have this stuff put out every morning, fresh like muffins and croissants and fresh fruit there for your liking, as well as some coffee. And again, this coffee that I'm sipping, it was very rich, bold, and just delicious coffee. Now here is again some roasted potatoes. And I'm not sure in which restaurant that the gentleman got this from. It takes care of the Haven Courtyard and its guests. Now, he wasn't the butler or the concierge, he was just someone that took care of the courtyard. Again, wherever he got it from, they knew what they were doing. Beautiful, roasted, great flavor potatoes. Roasted potatoes. Now, here I go, cutting into that beautiful cheese omelet, because that's all I wanted was just a cheese omelet. And that cheese omelet, it wasn't bad, you know. I mean, again, it was just an egg with cheese. It wasn't bad. It was decent for what it was. The only thing I didn't ask for, but he brought me back, was the bacon, and I don't believe in wasting food, so of course I did eat that bacon, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. Now, here's the bacon. And I mean, just look at it. A little crispy, a little fatty, salty, and delicious, like bacon normally always is. You know, I like my bacon a little bit more crunchy, but this one, it was somewhat crunchy in certain parts, a little soft in others. But it wasn't chewy or anything. It was good, it was delicious bacon. I just gotta say, this breakfast here wasn't bad. Again, I don't know what restaurant the gentleman went and got it from, but it wasn't that bad of a breakfast. Again, the bacon was alright. The omelet was alright. I really like those roasted potatoes. And of course, that fruit. Oh, that mixed fruit. I mean, you can pick the fruit that you want. Again, they have it there. I just kind of made myself a little fruit salad, but from that paella to the dragon fruit to the orange and the blueberries, and I mean, you get it. I mean, you saw it. Oh, that fruit was so fresh, juicy, and delicious.
All right, I'm now in the buffet on the Norwegian Jewel for breakfast. I just came from the courtyard from the Haven where I'm staying, so you can have breakfast out there. So now, let's try the breakfast here in the buffet, the garden buffet on Norwegian Jewel. I did go to the same buffet. They have the same one on the Norwegian Gem from last year, so haven't seen that episode, go check it out. I also have them all combined together, all the restaurants that I did, into one big episode called the Norwegian Gem Food Review. But right here, I have carrot and orange juice, and then I've got some baked beans, corned beef hash. I believe this is called sambar or sambar. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. And this is upma. And then I've gotten everything on right here. Let's try this carrot and orange juice. Wow, that's good. I also got just a regular tea. Yeah, just a regular black tea. Nothing in it, straight black, not sweetened. Now, if can, I'm gonna try to combine as many places into probably one episode. There's so many places to try, but there might be some that might be single episodes on their own. We'll see. And so many restaurants, so much food to try. Try this Sambua. Looks like. Okay, that's like a squash. So this is probably like some tea. It's kind of like a curry. That's kind of the flavor it's giving. But I like it. Try some of this up man. Not really sure what it is. Interesting though. I do like it. Try some of these big things. I have a sweet taste. Taste some of the peppers in there. And it has like a tomatoey taste to it. It's good, I like that. Now the corned beef hash, I've never had it on the Norwegian German. It's pretty much the same way as it was there here on the Jewel. It's basically just chopped up potatoes with little bits and pieces of corned beef hash. But I figured if it was good there, it should be good here too. I haven't tried the everything on it. Has some cheese and spinach and jalapenos, bell peppers, some ham, onions. That's good. I had actually told the chef when he asked me what I want, I said, you know what? I'll try your favorite. It's got taste of a mushroom. Love mushrooms. That was a good breakfast. This is a good juice. All right, everyone. So just got back from having breakfast both at the Haven Courtyard and the buffet. And I gotta say, that cheese omelet over in the Haven Courtyard, there's a guy that will go and get it for you. But then they also had some like hors d'oeuvres and some fruit. I gotta say that in the dragon fruit, first time having it fresh like that, and it was beautiful. All that fruit was fresh and delicious. I really liked that croissant. It was nice. It kind of had a little bit of a sweet taste. I'm not sure really what that muffin was, but as I was eating it, it was kind of like a bran muffin, but it was like a sweet bran muffin. And that was really good too. And then the bacon was just right, for my liking anyways. And those nice golden grilled potatoes, that was delicious. And then when I head over to the buffet and what I had there, I like that simbare. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right. That was delicious. It was kind of like a curry. Very good flavor. That upma. Again, not really sure what it is, but it was good. The everything omelet was good, and especially that fresh squeezed orange juice from the juice bar. That was good. Wasn't really able to take any photos of the buffet. It was crowded. A lot of people want to respect people's privacy. You know, we're big on that here at the Food Lover Review Show. But all in all, a really good breakfast. So just want to thank everybody so much for always tuning in and watching all of these episodes. Thank you so much for your love and your support. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Both the free and it highly helps out the channel. Also, too, if you haven't yet, head on over to Facebook and Instagram. Give us a like and follow over there. The like and follow button is also free. And if you've done all of that, thank you so much. And again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of you loving your support. We love you all, and we'll see you on the next review.